In today's podcast, myself, Travis Sims, the founder and CEO of AGC Accelerated Global Connections, takes this rare opportunity to speak directly to AGC members. That's right. This podcast is for you, AGC members that are now participating from all over the country, which is an awesome experience. And many of you are asking some hard questions right now. You're asking when and how and if we're going back to face-to-face events, in-person events. And you're asking, what is the future of AGC? Where are we going? What is our mission? How are we going to accomplish it? And in today's podcast, I address a lot of the things that you've been messaging me about and asking me about and calling me about. And I think you might be surprised by the answers. My name's Travis Sims, and I am the founder and CEO of AGC Accelerated Global Connections. And this is the AGC Experience.
Banner season. It's about mailboxes, not inboxes. Building better relationships has never been easier. Using our platform, you can easily send a card and personalized gift to anyone with a simple tap or click. Or fully automated. Stop the digital overload and do something that will mean so much more. Banner season is the easiest way to wow people and the way for you to really get their attention. Develop stronger relationships, increase revenue, and improve your retention. You know you've reached an entirely new level when you inspire customer referrals and you don't have to consistently ask for them. For more information, contact Bo Young at 320-249-1576 or go to betterappreciation.com.
Hello, everyone. My name is Travis Sims, and I'm the founder and CEO for AGC Accelerated Global Connections. I'm going to do something today that I rarely do, especially in this podcast situation, and that is I'm going to speak directly to AGC members. And if you're not an AGC member, continue to listen. It's not a private podcast. It's open to the public. However, I'm going to be speaking directly to you, our AGC members, and our future AGC members. And we have been experiencing unprecedented times, a time of a worldwide pandemic, coronavirus, COVID-19, things like social distancing, isolation, shelter in place, safer at home, open softly, more now than ever are a daily phrase that we hear. And you're probably wondering right now, what is the future of AGC? Can you continue to grow your network this way? Can you continue to grow your business this way? What is the future of AGC and Accelerated Global Connections? Will we get back to big rooms full of people, in-person talks? Given this a lot of thought, and I'm in communication with a lot of world leaders, global networking organizations, closed, open, chambers, service organizations, closed networks. And the answer to the question is, because I'm getting this call all the time. I mean, like, especially since now, AGC is Minnesota made. It's Minnesota born. We launched it a year and a half ago, and in 1 year's time, grew it to over 400 members, 3 and 4 times the industry standard of a networking organization, in-person networking organization, in 1 year's time. At our 1 year anniversary on February 5th of 2020, we had over 250 people in one room to participate in that event. Our last quarter growth in membership previous to COVID-19 was scaling at just unbelievable numbers, tremendous, crazy growth. And then COVID-19 outbreak happened, and all of a sudden, it was like hitting a wall. So I don't know about you, but what do entrepreneurs do when you hit a wall? You immediately look up, you look to the left, you look to the right, and you look for ways to go over it, around it, on either side of it. And if you can't go over it, if you can't go around it, if you can't find a way under it, you're going to find a way through it. That's right. That's what the entrepreneur mindset is. We keep going. This is why small business owners, salespeople, entrepreneurs are the heartbeat of America. It's the heartbeat of the world. There are more people employed through small business than any major corporation and large business in the world. We are the heartbeat. And so I'm getting calls now from you, our members, and messages saying, I miss those in-person rooms. I miss those in-person events. Hey, Travis, we're no longer on shelter in place. We've went back to social distancing. We're 2 months into the pandemic. We can now, 10 people can get together and in one location, as long as we're social distancing. When, how do you see AGC coming back to in-person events? And like I said, I've been in touch with a lot of leaders, and I've been contemplating this with myself and my team and my coach, and just sharing and talking and sounding it out. And I'm just going to be truthful with you. I don't know. That's right. I don't know when we're going to be able to go back to in-person events. You see, we could try to do it too soon, and we could have some setbacks. My first priority inside AGC hasn't changed. My first priority has always been you, the members, the business owners, the salespeople, the entrepreneurs. It's never been about me. It's never been about AGC. AGC is just the vehicle. It's just the way that we build our network. But the purpose is to help you and help you build and grow your network and do more business. And I want you to do it in a safe environment. So let's talk about what that looks like. Now, I could go into things that I've thought about, and maybe I will a little bit, where, for example, when we get back to face-to-face, yes, we'll have sanitizer in the rooms for you to network with. We'll encourage you to wear a mask if you want. We'll encourage you to do the elbow bump if you choose to. We'll encourage you to be 6 foot apart. We might open up at a 25% capacity and close rooms at that. All those things are to come. We have a lot of variables to consider. And so let me sound them out with you. So first of all, we have to think about, well, because right now some restaurants are opening for outdoor seating, but they own those restaurants. Bars are fighting to get opened. If they have outdoor seating, they can open, but they own those bars. AGC doesn't own the locations, which means that we are at the mercy of our locations. Will they want us? Will they allow us to meet? Will they invite us back into their good graces and rooms full of people? Secondly, can I do it safely, where we won't encourage the growth and the sharing of the virus? Will our speakers come in that environment? Will I be able to book high quality speakers that you're used to in a face-to-face, on stage, auditorium style event? And lastly, would you come back? And I got to tell you, I don't know the answers to all those questions, and I don't think we're ready for them just yet. Now, I'm in small business. I've been in small business my entire life. I've been coaching people how to build networks and build communities for over 15 years. And I'm going to tell you this, and here's how I feel, and I hope you feel the exact same way. And that is, you can cancel an event. There have been a lot of events canceled. NBA, NHL, NFL, tons of events, concerts, all over the country, all over the world. Those events have been canceled. There have been meetings canceled all over the world. You can cancel events, you can cancel meetings, but you can't cancel a community. AGC is a community, and we're continuing to grow and we're continuing to prosper. We're continuing to help each other, to be a leaning post for one another, to continue to build our relationships, our referrals. There are referrals happening every day inside AGC. There are new relationships happening every day inside AGC. There are new networking opportunities happening every day inside AGC. There are new learning opportunities every day inside AGC right now, from the safety of your own home, or the safety of your office, and the safety of your computer screen. My devotion to you is to be able to continue to give you that safe place to network. And so I want to take a minute. I want to talk about ways that you can leverage AGC right now during this time. Okay. I believe that we will get back to face-to-face events eventually. When that is, I don't know. I've been talking to other leaders in other organizations, and no one's going back to face yet. Everyone's taking the same precautions. I'm in the same boat. I want to make sure that not only are you successful, but you're safe. And so what does it look like to network today inside AGC? So first of all, let's talk about your profiles, okay? Your AGC member profile has tons of features and things that are available to you. First of all, it's a lot like LinkedIn, which means it's a professional atmosphere. Secondly, you're there for business, to do business, to build relationships in business. Everyone in that AGC membership, we're all there for the same reasons. It's not a social platform. It's not just where we make friends. You're there for business, and everyone else is there for business. That's the commonality of why you're there. So engage in your AGC profile first and number one. Create a profile, put up a great picture of you, have a good smile, be inviting. Profiles with pictures get highlighted on our member page, and they just rotate, they move around, and they continue to be highlighted. Every single time you refresh the screen, a new group of people pop up. You only get that if your picture is present. I also guarantee you're going to get more business if your picture is present. Secondly, I want you to fill out your profile. Tell us a little bit about you. Tell us a little bit about your business. What would be a good referral for you? Who do you need to meet? Answer those questions. Link to your other social media links and create that filled out profile. It's inviting, that allows us to learn more about you and your business. Next, on your AGC profile, I want you to start connecting to others. Just hit the connect button. Find people that you want to connect with, that you want to network with, that you want to build your network with, and hit the connect button. They're going to get that notification. And when they say yes, all of a sudden now you'll be able to send them a direct message. And you'll have access to each other's email and phone number. This is a trusted environment. It's a trusted network. Please treat it with respect and do with a giving mindset. Connect authentically, connect genuinely, and send a direct message like, hey, it's nice to connect with you. I previously met you at this in-person event, or I'm looking to grow my online connections. And then set up a face-to-face meeting. When I say face-to-face, now, yes, you could do that in person now. Groups of 10 or less can meet in person together if you are comfortable. 6 feet apart, social distancing at a coffee table, you could do that in person. If you're not ready yet to do that, use Zoom or use FaceTime on an Apple device, or use House Party or the messenger rooms on Facebook. But find a way to set up a face-to-face meeting. AGC members that have went on hibernation mode in the last 2 months, that have went inside the cave and closed up shop, are missing the opportunities that you have available to you. And I want to encourage you to connect and continue to network through AGC using your AGC profile. So next, let's talk about the Facebook groups. Okay. Whenever the pandemic started, and I realized quickly that we were going to not be able to hold in-person events. We could have closed up shop. We could have missed some events. We could have canceled events. We never canceled a single event, not one. Never canceled, not even one. Every event continued to happen. We adjusted, we adapted, we took quick and swift action, and all of our events immediately went online. See, my first priority in all of this was always you. I thought immediately, how can I take care of our current customers, the people who have already paid us, the people that are currently paying us? How can I take care of you first? And so we built the exclusive AGC member Facebook group. Now, if you're in that group, I hope you're realizing the value of it. I hope that you're using the opportunity that's been given to you. If you're not yet in that group, please go look it up. Accelerated Global Connections exclusive member group. Look that up. Get inside. You're going to have to you'll fill out like 3 questions, and then we'll admit you in so long as you're an AGC member. It's exclusive to only members. Inside that group is daily networking activities. Guided, structured, daily networking activities. It's not a free-for-all. It's not just post anything you want. It's guided, it's structured with intention, with focus, with strategy. There are opportunities you have inside that group that are not available to you as an AGC member anywhere else. You are able to ask for referral. You are able to share a link. You're able to share a testimonial. You're able to ask for introductions and connections and all those things. Use that. Start a conversation. Make a post. Don't just scroll by. When you scroll by, you miss the opportunity to continue doing business. And of course, we live broadcast our AGC talks in this group every single week. We have members that are watching every single week all together, sharing in the comments and asking questions from our speakers. You see, we shifted how our online events are happening from our face-to-face events, our in-person events. In-person events, there was a social time, there was card exchange, some open networking. Then we sit down and listen to the speaker. Then we go back to open networking. And now that we're online, you get that same time, 10-minute or 15-minute talk from quality, amazing speakers. And now from all over the country. We've had a speaker from Texas recently. We've got a speaker from Indiana coming up. We have speakers from, I think, North Carolina coming up that couldn't have previously been a speaker at an AGC Talks in Minneapolis. And so online has broadened our ability to bring in even more amazing and continued amazing quality talent of speakers. And then following their talk, that bonus question and answer time, how valuable could that be? It's huge, huge. So I encourage you to participate in the exclusive member AGC exclusive Facebook group. And we also have a public group, and it has a different type of value. Inside that public group, within about 9 weeks' time, it's grown to 1,300 plus members, and they're members from all over the country and all over the world. And these are members only of that exclusive group. And I encourage you, if you're wanting to meet new people, if you have the ability to sell, if you have the ability to connect with people from all over the country, from all over the world, they're all business people, that is a great place to do it. There's also daily networking activities that happen inside that group. We broadcast into that group as well. And it's just a great place. They both have value. It's a great place for you to connect, meet new people, and grow your business. It's all about business. Facebook is, yes, a social platform. And it's centered around friends, right? You make friends on Facebook. However, you can use this as a powerful business tool if you get engaged in those groups. So those things are available to you. You know, our AGC Talks broadcasts not only are available inside those groups, but do you know that we have over 100 plus motivational talks now available to you? You can binge watch AGC Talks events. I mean, it's unreal the amount of quality content that we've created in just a year and a half of being an organization. And this podcast, every Monday, a new podcast drops. And usually it's an interview setting where we are interviewing people just like you, members. If you're an AGC member and you've not yet been on the podcast and you want your story told, I want you to reach out to me. Just send me a message at travis@joinagc.com. Send me an email and say, hey, I would love to be on the podcast. And I'll reach out to you and we'll get you a spot on this podcast. The podcast is typically centered around learning your story. Every business leader, owner, salesperson, entrepreneur has a story, and we want to learn about you. We want to know what the why is behind your business. We want to know what your passion is. We want to know what got you to where you are. We want to know what your struggles are, things you've overcome, things you've learned from, the lessons that you've learned. And we want to know your successes and where your wins are and who you want to meet and how we can help you and who you want to be connected to. We want to learn about you. So if you want to be a topic of a future, the AGC Experience podcast, reach out to me, send me an email, travis@joinagc.com. If you are an AGC member, it's a benefit of membership. Send me a message and we'll get you slotted for a future podcast. So that's available to you every single week. We've got I think a world of wealth available. If you're not following us on our AGC social media, on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, LinkedIn, all those places, get connected there. We are building a huge audience. You see, our membership continues to grow, even during a pandemic. You would think that maybe some people would fall off or wouldn't re-engage or whatever, but we haven't. We've had a couple, 2 or 3 that dropped, but 2 or 3 out of 400, it's not a bad scenario, not a bad equation, if you will. And since then, we're continuing to pick up members, so we're not dropping, we're growing. And because of going online, our audience has increased tremendously. We put global in the name, accelerated global connections. And you are a part of an organization that is growing to global. And we're doing that through having that online presence, doing that through our live online broadcast, our AGC Talks. And if you haven't tuned in, you have been missing out. Go and rewatch or binge watch the old ones and tap into the new ones. Do it with us together. And our audience has grown because in person, we were limited to the size of our space. We're no longer limited by the size of our walls, by the size of the room. We went to our average audience being anywhere from, let's say 50 to 75, and our Minneapolis event being 100 to 125. To we're averaging now every single AGC Talks online broadcast minimum has 150 people watching live. In the replays, we're hitting 300 and even 500 views. Talk about growing an audience. Talk about continuing to build and grow. That's what we're doing. And we just want you to tap into it in a safe place, in a productive place, in a way for you to continue to grow your network through AGC. Typically every Monday, you get a newsletter email from me. And there's always the AGC Talks that's coming up for the week. So you can see who is coming up. There's often announcements in there. There's things that are only shared in the newsletter that comes every Monday. So I encourage you to, instead of hitting the trash button or not opening it, to actually open it and take a look at it. Click on some of the links and things that are shared with you. Well, we've worked overtime to continue to build more and more value. So what's coming in the future of AGC. Yes, I believe at some point we'll be back in face-to-face events. When that is, I don't know just yet. Again, I just want to make sure that we're protecting your safety as a member, that we are looking at the people behind the businesses, and your health is ahead of our wealth. It just is. It doesn't matter how much money we make if we're not healthy enough to outlive it. Okay, and so what's coming in the future? More and more available online content. Right now, Gandy Wong and his team at Global IT are working on an AGC Academy that's owned by us, that's operated by us. There's going to be tons of content that's available there. All of our videos in one place, 100 plus talks that you can search by speaker name, by topic, by title, by keywords, all of our podcasts in one place. Additional content materials that I've been writing and creating over the last 2 months to be able to put inside that library. And then in addition to that, we're looking to meet coaches, speakers, trainers, teachers that have available online content that want to contribute to that library, that want to showcase their business, that want to grow their credibility by having their content in our online library that's available to you. So that's one of the things that we're working on. We're working on more features that are available in your profile, like additional pictures and video and logo and additional questions that you can put in there, and tons of things. We're working on, instead of direct messaging, instant messaging that happens instantly. We are preparing to not only have AGC online live talks broadcast, but Zoom events. We have a lunch and learn event coming up. I think it's June 10th, if I remember that correctly. If it's not, check it out. But on our AGC, joinagc.com website. But Zoom events, lots of those that are available to you as members. A lot of things are member only. That's only available to members, like the Coffee with the CEO. I love it because it's a roundtable experience. It's where we get to say who we are, what we do, what would be a good referral for you. It's where we get to showcase our businesses, where we get to have conversation. There's great topics, great thoughts, great sharing that comes out of that. I invite you to participate in the Coffee with the CEO roundtable. We're doing Zoom happy hour events. That's more of a social environment for you to connect with other members and continue to deepen and build your relationship in those. I'm excited about Facebook just launched the messenger rooms. So you're going to see this as a feature inside the exclusive group and inside the public group on Facebook. So you can create a room and use it to do face-to-face meetings with other AGC members, or meet new people inside the public room. We can do group sessions in there. So if you have a topic you want to lead, reach out to me, shoot me a message, travis@joinagc.com. And I would love to get your expertise and help you lead a group with inside the AGC exclusive member group or the public group in using Facebook Messenger rooms. So we're going to tap into that. We're going to see how that works, how it could benefit you, how it could benefit our members, and so on. We're continuing to just grow and grow and grow and develop more available, accelerated content and online abilities for you, the members. You see, networking doesn't stop. Matter of fact, we need to dig in deeper. People are saying lean in. This is going to be a long haul thing. There's going to be a lot of businesses that don't reopen. They say 1 in 4 restaurants will not reopen. There's going to be a lot of people that are looking for their next thing, their plan B, if you will. There's going to be a lot of people that are going, you know what, I've got customers that are dropping off. I need help finding new ones. There's going to be people that need your advice, that need your help, that need your relationship. And so I encourage you not to hibernate, not to get in the cave, and not to isolate, not to social distance. But I encourage you to insulate with your AGC network, to continue to develop it, to continue to grow it, to continue to nurture it, to continue to build those relationships that's going to turn into high quality referrals. We're getting referrals happening inside AGC every single week. It totally just excites me because we had a $500,000 referral get passed inside AGC in the last month, a one-time transaction, $500,000 referral. Now, that doesn't happen every day, but wow, what a win for those two businesses. I passed 5 referrals, 5 of them myself in the last week, all happened online inside AGC. Made connections for people. I made introductions for people. And I want to do it for you. You see, if you're not in front of people, if you're in hibernation, if you're in isolation, if you have social distanced from everyone, you're no longer top of mind for them. And it is important to stay top of mind for your referral partners. When you get back in front of them, you'll notice that your relationships and your messages go up. You'll notice that your abilities and opportunities go up. You'll notice that your referrals and referability goes up. You'll notice that your closed business goes up because you're physical distancing, not social distancing. So I encourage you in this moment to tap in, to lean in, to really take advantage of what's available to you as an AGC member. If you've been listening to this podcast this entire time and you're not yet an AGC member, we invite you to participate. We invite you to join us. We invite you into our community. Because remember, you can cancel events, you can cancel meetings. You can't cancel a community. And we are a community that loves to learn together, that loves to be inspired together, that loves to be motivated together, that loves to support one another, to help one another, to really develop and build a team mindset. We're an organization and a community that wants to pass high quality referrals together and help each other do more business. You see, we are AGC, a community network with a global impact.
This podcast was produced by Elation Studios. Go to www.elationstudios.co to learn more. Elation Studios. Discover your voice, clarify your vision, build your life.